John Lusk here of Lusk Archery Adventures. Serious testing, successful hunting. Today I'm going to be testing another classic head that's been around for quite a while, and it's the Muzzy Trocar. But I'm testing the 100 grain. In the past I've tested the 125 grain, but now thanks to a buddy of mine, Nick Swift, who donated a pack of these, I'm able to test the 100 grain. And it'll be cool because I haven't tested them using my 2022 protocol. So you can read about my 2022 test regimen in the description box right below this video, or on your mobile device you can just click on the title of the video right there and it will come up and explain all the different tests that I do, why I do them, and it'll have the score of how it performed in each of the areas that I test as well. And for all these tests I'm using my Bowtech SR6 set at 72 pounds. I'm using Bishop FOC King arrows for most of the shots, but then for the really hard impact ones I'm using the Bishop Fad Eliminators. Let's zoom on in here and check out the Muzzy Trocar 100 grain. Here's a good look at the Muzzy Trocar 100 grain. Now this is the Crossbow version. I'm not sure exactly what makes it a Crossbow version, but this is the package that my buddy sent me, and so it's the one that I'm going to test. And certainly you can use it with a vertical bow as well. It might be because it has a bit of a wider ferrule, but I'm not sure about that. But it looks like the classic Muzzy Trocar design if you're familiar with it. It's all steel construction, steel ferrule, and steel blades. The blades are 0.035 inches thick, and you notice the tip has a pretty narrow trocar tip that's going to aid in penetration. And then the blades are offset. I don't know if you can pick that up. Yeah, there's a good way to pick it up. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a rotation within any medium that it penetrates, and that's going to make a more difficult wound channel to close up. It also has a really short overall profile, which is going to aid in flight. And the cutting diameter on this is 1 3/16 inches. So it's a nice healthy cut compared to a lot of other 3 blades are 1 1/8 or 1 2/16 inches. This adds an extra 1/16 of an inch. So really eager to put this to the test and see how this Muzzy Trocar 100 grain performs. .225. It penetrated 8.5 inches, and I know it doesn't look exactly like that the way it's lined up with the camera, but that is the length, 8.5 inches. .325. It penetrated through 64 layers. Here's the top view of the rotation in the wound channel, and it rotated 40 degrees at 10.5 inches. After 3 shots through the MDF, you can't even tell it's been shot. Here's the head after going through the steel plate 2 times, and it's in very good condition. The blades just got a little dinged up, as you can see there, but otherwise it held together very well. Here you can see the holes that it made in the steel plate, and they're a bit better than a lot of the 3-blade heads that are just like a circle with 3 slits. You can see some rotation there of the blades widening the cuts, but not quite as good as some other heads like the Exodus or the Annihilator that make more of a triangular hole. Here's here's the Trocar after going through the MDF and the steel plate a couple times and then into the concrete. And as you can see, it held up extremely well. The blades got pretty nicked up in the steel plate, but the tip, even through the concrete, man, it's still really pointy, perfectly intact, and still spins true. Really impressive durability with this little Muzzy Trocar. So what'd you think of the Trocar? Man, I tell you what, this is just a fantastic broadhead. I can see why so many people love this head. It really doesn't have a weakness. You can check out the score sheet and see how it performed in each of the areas, and especially the areas that may matter to you the most. But it's definitely worth a look, and it got one of the highest scores of any fixed blade head that I've tested so far with this new regimen. My only ding on it would be that the blades do get a bit more nicked up, like in the steel plate, compared to some other heads that they don't get nicked up at all. Now, that is steel plate, but it is, you know, it's revealing something there. But again, it scored so high, and it really is a head worth checking out. Great job, Muzzy.